Start prepping your buffalo chicken dip right now because Super Bowl 60 is officially only one day away. Now, one of the biggest storylines being the redemption of Seahawks quarterback Sam Darnold. Now, only a few years ago, he was declared a bust by many, struggling with the Jets and the Panthers, and now he is running the show, going into the biggest game in America. But there was one man who believed in him and his ability every step of the way. His former head coach at USC and currently at Georgia Southern, Clay Helton. Helton coached Darnold for 2 seasons with the Trojans from 2016 and 2017. In those 2 years together, Darnold and Helton went 20-4. Darnold threw for over 7,000 yards with 57 touchdowns and 22 interceptions. He went on to win the Archie Griffin Award and a Rose Bowl. Darnold was drafted 3rd overall in one of the most loaded draft classes in recent memory with a lot of expectations on him. He had a rough stint with the Jets before going to the Panthers, doing the same, backed up for the 49ers before suddenly leading Minnesota to 14 wins last season. And now, after beating the Rams in the NFC Championship, he is in the Super Bowl. Helton says that he is not surprised at all Darnold made such a big leap because the way he handled himself in college.
Success or failure never fazed him. He walked into the next day, turned the page, and said, "Okay, what do we got to get accomplished today?" Ultra courageous, has no conscience when throwing the ball. He lets it rip. He doesn't second guess himself. And once that ball's gone, he puts it behind him and moves on to the next play. And I think that's what all great quarterbacks do, great pitchers do, great golfers do. The elite of the elite, they can turn the page, and that's what Sam does.
Not only has Darnold's comeback been good, it has been historic. He's now the only player in NFL history to lead 2 different teams to 14 wins in consecutive seasons. He's also been dominating in the playoffs thus far. In only 2 games, he's thrown for 470 yards, 4 touchdowns, and 0 picks. Earlier this week, Darnold had a simple message to other players that may be struggling like he used to be. Believe in yourself.
Just guys maybe not having as much success as they feel like they should have had, or maybe the media thinks that they should have had right out of college. But I think the biggest thing is to just, believe in yourself. I think that's really what it comes down to, is as long as I've always believed in myself, and I've always had confidence in myself to do my job. And I learned a ton from the mistakes that I made early on in my career, and I feel like that kind of mindset has kind of gotten me to this point.
So Super Bowl 60 between the Seahawks and the Patriots is set to kick off at 6:30 p.m. tomorrow. Tune in right here on WSAV. And we also had some women's college hoops today with Georgia Southern on the road taking on Miami, Ohio. But unfortunately, the Eagles would fall in that one 78-67. That's a wrap for sports. Stay with us. More news is next.